What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to begin the Gauntlet series for the Beyerdynamics Free BYRD earbuds. New player in the game, if you will, as far as the earbud game is concerned. Their first opponent in the Gauntlet series will be one of my favorite earbuds, the Sony WF-1000XM4s. This ought to be an interesting comparison. So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, we're back in head to head. The Gauntlet challenge begins. We got the Beyerdynamic, the Beyerdynamic Free BYRDs versus the Sony WF-1000XM4s. I'm just gonna call them the Free BYRDs and the XM4s from now on. So that way I'm not stumbling over my words here. All right, so moving forward, let's talk about price. The XM4s still go at $279.99. You may be able to find them cheaper on Amazon as like renewed product, or you might be able to catch a sale on Sony's website. Right now, they're still at that price point from all my research on both of their websites. That's $279.99. Now moving over to the Free BYRDs, they just came out. They're at $249. You can get them for that price on Beyerdynamics website and of course on Amazon. All right. So as of always, I'll leave a link in the description below, so that way you can go ahead and take a look, or if you want to purchase them from either of those websites, you can go ahead and do that. All right. Moving forward, they both have Bluetooth 5.2, and as far as codec, they both support SBC and AAC. Of course, Sony, they support LDAC, whereas the Free BYRDs, they support the aptX adaptive. Okay, both give you great sound quality. They got great sound quality codecs. Look at me, I'm still stumbling over my words. All right. But they go different routes to get there. All right. So as far as ANC mode, both of them do support ANC. However, Sony has the industry leading. Shout out. Also, you can argue both has the best at noise canceling, but Sony definitely is up there. The Free BYRDs, like I said, they do have ANC, and they also have a transparency mode, just like the XM4s do. Look, I am just stumbling. I don't know what's going on. All right, so moving forward, as far as battery life, for the XM4s with noise canceling on, you get 8 hours of battery life on the earbuds. With noise canceling turned off, you get 12 hours, which is good. And if you combine the case, you can get up to 24 hours of excuse me, of earbuds. 24 hours of battery life, excuse me. And if you look at the Free BYRDs, they can give you up to 11 hours on the earbuds, which is fantastic. And then with the case, you can get up to 30 hours. Now, like again, that's based on if you have noise canceling on and your volume. Same for Sony, I would say, as far as volume goes, because you can't measure that because everybody listens to music at their own volume level. So take that into consideration when you're talking about battery life for these two. But at up to 11 hours on a single charge for an earbud, that is fantastic. Sony had the lead there at 8 hours, and now they've been surpassed by the Free BYRDs in that area. Although 8 hours is still good, I still use these in my daily rotation, and I could still get through a whole day with these earbuds. So that's definitely nothing to sneeze at. All right, so as far as the cases, they both support wireless charging. And as far as quick charge for the XM4s, 5 minutes would give you an hour of playback time, whereas 10 minutes on the Free BYRDs will get you 70 minutes of playback time. So they're close. They're close. Both great ideas there. So great, and it's just great. I just love them both. So moving on, we're gonna talk about water resistance. Both of them are rated at IPX4. At least the earbuds are rated at IPX4. No ratings for the cases, so try not to get the cases wet. But the earbuds, you can get caught in the rain or be sweaty from a workout with both of them. As far as special features goes, both of them have Alexa built into the earbuds. I'd say both of them does support. I know fast pairing is for the XM4s. These I had no problem fast pairing with the Beyerdynamic. Some of FreeByRDs either they don't have it documented, but when I first put them in, when I first got them out and went to put them in it, they've paired quickly. So I'm going to say no, they don't have fast pairing because it's not documented anywhere. So, but I never had a problem pairing quickly when it came to these guys. As far as multi-point, neither support multi-point functionality on them. Really wish that they would, but they don't. However, for the FreeByRDs, they do have what they call a handoff feature. Where you can switch between devices, seem like pretty quickly, but you got that extra step. You have to go into your settings and then select them to switch. That extra step makes it a little, it takes a little longer than having actual multi-point pairing where you can just move over to the next device and just go. But it's pretty quick and it's a pretty useful feature. I've tried it. Like I said, it is an extra step or two depending on your device, but it does switch almost immediately when you do that. So we'll give it that point there. Okay, I'm trying to think of anything. Oh, obviously both are app supported, and we'll look into those a little in here shortly. So let's go ahead and take a look at both earbuds. Excuse me. As you can see, both of them are more of the chunkier earbud. The FreeByRD is a little. I would call these about. No, I guess I can say the FreeByRD is a little bit bigger than the XM4, and XM4 is definitely one of my bigger earbuds. But yeah, the FreeByRD definitely is a big earbud there. As you can see, they both have that ergonomic shaping. As you can see, the XM4s have it here. This will sit in the ear well. And of course, when you twist and lock, these are in and they're very secure. Whereas with the FreeByRDs, this portion sits in the ear well. And when you do, and it just sits in there. Well, this section up top here protrudes out. So it's still a very comfortable earbud despite the size. And I haven't experienced any ear fatigue with either earbud being in my ear for long periods of time. I've had both of them. I've used them both during my regular work day, doing my, and I've never had a problem or never felt any pressure in the ear or like irritation or anything like that, or pain while having these guys in for a long time. So kudos to both companies. They're really doing a great job as far as despite the fact of having a bigger earbud, making them nice and light in the ear, where having them in wouldn't be an issue for anybody. All right. So as we take a look at the FreeByRD earbud as far as aesthetics, as you can see, they got the Y logo here on top. You've got your LED light here, and of course I love the attention to detail, how they got it like a little raised there, because this is where your touchpad is. So when you want to make functions, that's where your touchpad is, and they raised it just a little bit. As you can see, I don't know if I can get that in. You can see the little lip there. They raised it just a little bit, just so you can know where you are. That's a very clever idea. They look similar to the XM4s as far as the overall shape, but then of course you got this, the bottom part here, which goes into the ear. So it's a not. I like this earbud. Like I said, it's one of my, if not the bigger of all my earbuds, but definitely very comfortable. And I love the attention to detail. As you can tell, they got the Beyerdynamic name here. And if you look on the inside, they got Free BYRD written right there. Of course, you got your wear sensor in there. So it's very, very detailed here. Now, as we go ahead and take a look at, I guess we can call him an elder statesman now. One of my elder statesmen, the XM4 earbud. Again, another one of my bigger ones, although very comfortable, extremely light. As you can see, you got the ergonomics to it, and again, more attention to detail. Of course, you got your Sony branding here. I love the copper accent coloring around it, of course, and then of course, the accent around the noise canceling mic, another speaker or microphone here. It's very nice. Very simplistic, just a simple earbud color like the matte black, and of course, you've got a massive touchpad here, so you really can't miss when you're trying to do a function command or anything like that. You really can't miss there. It's just almost as equivalent as having it raised like on the Freebirds here. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pop these two in. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and take a picture so you can see exactly what they look like. Okay, so let me grab. Sorry, thought my wife texted me. All right, so we'll go ahead and let me make sure here. All right, I'm gonna take a picture here. Bear with me. All right, let's go ahead. Whoops. All right, we'll take a picture here. First up, the Freebird. Make sure that came out right. Okay, that's good. And next, the XM4s. All right, make sure that came out pretty good. Okay. All right. So first up, we're gonna take a look at the Freebirds. As you can see, it takes up the whole entire ear well. Still very comfortable. You got the upper part, the upper portion of the earbud, where you can see you got your touchpad here, where you can definitely get it. You can tap on it. You can't miss it. It's very like I said, I love how they raise it just a little bit so that you can differentiate it from the rest of the earbud. A very nice looking earbud there. All right, so what we're gonna do is let me straight that down, and we're gonna go ahead and pop onto the XM4 here. See, still big, but not as big as the Freebird. Still takes up very ergonomic. It fits in perfectly right around the ear well. It takes up the entire ear well as it sits in there. Very light, both of them. And of course, it's just a nice secure fit there with both of those earbuds. They're very comfortable in the ear, and I can't say uh, too much more about that. They're very impressive. Let me go ahead and put this over here. Um, what is that? All right. As far as uh, as far as how they feel go, um, okay, I definitely feel the seal as far as the comply foam tips in them, so they're very comfortable. Let me go ahead and pop these out and put them in. So they're both a very comfortable earbud if you choose to go with either one. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and excuse me, we'll go ahead and get each of them paired up, and we're going to walk through their apps and see what they have in store. So stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. As you can see, we're going to start off with the XM4s. We already got them already paired up. So let's go ahead and dive into their app. Okay, so we go in. Headphones app. Okay, we'll get a little closer here. Oh, they wanted a questionnaire. All right, we'll do that later. All right, I was going to get excited there a little bit. I thought there was going to be an update with multi-point. All right, moving on. As you can see, you got the name of the earbud at the top. You also have what codec they are using with your phone. Then, of course, you have pictures of the earbuds and the case and battery levels for all three. All right. Now, of course, we're in the status section here, so we're going to move real quick. You got the adaptive control function here. If you tap on that caret, you can go ahead and make changes here and stuff if you wanted to. Adaptive sound, you can change locations. You can change how your sound is per location. Okay, and of course, you got your your audio. Excuse me. Your audio controls here, play, pause, skip, and reverse tracks. You also have your volume slider. You can go ahead and do that. All right. And if you go up here in the upper right corner here, you got your power button, your three dots. Tap on that. It will take you into like different things as far as tell you the tutorial. You can walk through that. Tells you the version of the XM4. If you tap on that, you got backups. Where you can back up and restore your settings in case you lose the earbuds or they fail and you need to pick up new ones. You can back it up and then restore it to the new ones. Music Center, about the app itself, and then of course help. All right, so now we move on down here. We go into sound. This is where you can go ahead and change as far as ambient sound or noise canceling. If you hit the drop down here, you can go ahead and select noise canceling here. And then you go from noise canceling to automatic wind reduction based on where you are. If you're outside or anything like that with wind noise, you can go ahead and change that. Of course, we were ambient sound. That's where we were. We're going to put it on noise canceling though. Then, of course, you can have where you can turn off the feature altogether. Scrolling down, you got speak to chat basically. What that is if you're playing music and you start talking, the music will either pause or stop, and then I guess after 15 seconds or so, you can it will quiet of you not talking, rather not quiet, but if you're not talking, your audio returns to the volume that you had previously. All right, so I don't have. Let me see. Let me go ahead and turn that on, and then you hit that button there, hit the gear. Then you can also change your sensitivity, voice detection sensitivity. You can set it to focus on voice. That's me, so it will take in voice while it's suppressed, while all their sound is suppressed around it. All right, and then of course you say the moment, how long do you want to stay in this mode before it closes. I'm gonna put mine to 5 seconds because usually after that I'm done. And then it will go back to your audio. So, right. So now if we move down a little further, you got your equalizer. Right now, I have it set to my preferred preset. But if you hit the down arrow here, you bring up, just custom settings that you may have, and you can turn it off. But then you also have presets that you can cycle through, a bunch of them. And then, of course, you have the gear here, and then you can go in and you got your graphic equalizer where you can create your presets. And, of course, you got your clear bass. You can go ahead and make that adjustment if you need to. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and turn this off for this for the hearing the sound test between these two, because we don't want the equalizer settings to play a part in what we get. We want natural sound. All right, so keeping it moving, you've got analyze ear shape. You can go ahead and do that. Basically, you put the earbuds in and it analyzes your ear, so it give you the best sound. And of course, you got optimized apps. It's a 360 reality app. I don't have it installed. I really don't know much about it. I guess it just gives you 3D sound when you're listening to music. Almost gives you like that concert type feel. Okay, then moving on. Oh, let me go back. You got your Bluetooth connection quality. If you tap on that arrow, you can select you want a priority on sound. If that would be, if you, in my opinion, if you have a phone that supports LDAC, you want to prioritize sound. It will give you that high def sound. It will give you that, and you'll be able to enjoy it better. But since my phone does not support that, we want what to make sure we keep a stable connection. We want to prioritize that over everything. All right. So, and of course, you have DSSE Extreme here at the bottom there. Right now I have it turned off. This is for compressed video audio. Allows you to get the best out of those types of settings there. That type of audio. All right, if we go ahead and switch over to system. I'm sorry. It seems like I'm going a little fast because I want to get both of these guys in, and I don't want the video to be too long. All right, so we got voice assistant. If you hit that down arrow, you can select which voice assistant you want to use, either the one that's set to your device, Google Assistant, or Alexa. I do not use them all, and here's the reason why. And I don't know if it's changed, but if you turn off voice assistant, you can use the earbuds independently. For Sony, this went back to the XM3s. If you use a Google Assistant for any of them, then you cannot use the earbuds independently. I found that out. I think it's I think it's the right one you must use. The left one you could take out, but if you try to put the right one in, then it won't work. So but I just turn it off. That way I could use one earbud, use them independently when I need to. Just a quick tip there. All right. Of course, then you got your ambient sound playback. So this is your functions settings for your earbuds. So if you tap on the gear there, you can go in and make changes. Only ones you can do change is single tap and long press on the left earbud. So if you go in, you can hit the drop down there. You can hit playback functions, and then it gives you single tap, double tap, and triple tap. So you got play pause. You can set those up how you want. And then right now I just have my left as my noise canceling, where I can cycle through all that stuff. And then of course, quick attention is when you are talking to someone. If you press and hold the left ear key, the earbud, it will lower your volume so you can talk and then interact with the person or persons. And then when you remove your finger from the earbud, the audio returns back to the original setting. Okay. And of course, you can change it to playback controls, volume controls, or nothing at all. And then same thing for the right earbud. I have playback controls set up. Of course, if you went into volume, change it to volume controls, this is what you get. But I went with playback controls just so I can pause everything like that. So you're definitely going to lose something in the mix here when you go ahead and get that set up. But it's up to you if you want to go ahead and make those changes and stuff. Or then, of course, moving down, you got your ambient sound control setting. You hit the little down button here. This basically, you can choose when you're doing your ambient sound on your left earbud, and you're tapping it on your earbud. I'm not going. Mine's is on the left. It will just tell you which one they're going to cycle through. You can have it cycle through noise canceling, ambient sound, and then off, or you can or any variation of them. I just have mine set for noise canceling and ambient sound. That way, I'm not cycling through three things just to get where I want to be. kind of like simplify that. Okay, and then of course you got optimal ear tips test. Right there, you can just go ahead and put the earbuds in. You run this test; it'll just let you know if you have the best fitting ear tip in, or if you need to either go up a level or down a level as far as ear tips go. All right, and moving forward and keeping it going, you got the automatic power off. Basically, how long do you want? How long do you want to set before the earbuds turn off for not being in the ear? Like if I as I have them right here, if I keep mine right now, I have it set. Uh, they don't worry. It. Excuse me. They turn off when the earbuds are taken out of my ear. Right now, they're set to turn off. But if I had do not turn off, then they would stay up and running, and then they would of course that helps with the ear power or battery life on the earbuds. I am just stammering today. I don't know what's going on with me. All right, and of course you can turn that off completely as well. Uh, After a while, it says not worn by for a certain amount of time. The earbuds will turn off. I think there's a way moving down forward you can set that to how much time. We'll come to that when we get there. All right. So basically, what happens is in conjunction with the power off, you have the pause when the headphones is turned on. When the headphones are taken out, I have that turned on. So that way, I take out the earbud, it pauses my audio or video or both, and then I put it back in, and my entertainment continues. All right, you got voice notification and guide. I say as I turn that on, and it'll just give you notifications in your ear when you listen to using the earbuds. And of course, I pick English as my language. And of course, you have automatic download of software. These are for updates or firmware updates and everything for the earbuds. And I make sure that's turned on so it just automatically downloads no matter where I'm at, and I'm not missing any updates. All right, so moving right along. Make sure I caught everything. Yep. Okay. And you got initialize settings here. I'm sorry. You can go in and set to initialize your headset or headphones, or the app, and then you can default reset everything to default for your earbuds there. All right. So now moving on right along. If you go down here to the bottom, you got two things. This one is your activity. Let me close that. All right. It just tells you, hey, how long you've been. Different goals you can rate. You got safe listening, and you got a log. It'll tell you how long you've been using the earbuds or any of the Sony earbuds. As you can see, I have the Link Buds S there. And of course, I have the XM4s there. And, it just logs your activity with the earbuds there. It's pretty cool if you want to follow that. Just to see, show you, okay, you've used these for X amount of hours and blah, so on and so forth. And you get badges for how much you use them. All right, then of course, if you hit the bell, you get your information section here. Basically tells you when you got updates, or when you got anything from Sony. As you can see at the top here, it says customer survey that just popped up earlier. I will get to that eventually. Of course, when you hit on tips, it will give you tips on how to use the app and the earbuds. That way you can get maximum enjoyment out of them. All right. And that is basically it for the headphones app for this Sony WF-1000XM4s. What we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and get these swapped out. We're going and take a look at the Freebird app and see what they got hitting for them. Okay, so stay strapped in. All right, we're back in, and as you can see, I got the Freebirds already paired up. So let's go ahead and dive into the app. Their app is called My, M-I-Y. And we'll go ahead and get it in. All right, we're already in. Now, as you can see, we've got a picture of the earbuds, and right above it, we got the battery strength of each. Okay, you got the option to disconnect the earbuds right there. Of course, the first thing up is ANC mode. We'll go ahead and turn on ANC. And of course, you got off, on, and the transparency mode. Okay, and then moving further, you got your low latency mode. You can turn That's for gaming, so you can switch it to gaming, and then you can turn it off. We're gonna leave it off because normally I do not play games on my phone or tablet, so I don't even use that function. But it's good to have it if you do play a game, or say for instance you're stuck in the airport and you're playing a game, and it's good to have that feature. All right, moving on. You got your sound profile. If you hit settings here, you go ahead and you can take a sound test, and it'll set up your sound profile, and then you can go ahead and it will give you your best sound profile that you have based on a series of hearing tests, and then they'll accumulate your best one and then provide it for you. Okay, so you have, moving forward, you got configurations, you got your personal assistant. I have it set to default, but if you turn it on, you can disable, you can turn off personal assistant, or you can use Alexa, because Alexa is built into this. Right now I have it set to default. That way it will use the Google the Google Assistant at, when I call it up. All right. So then, of course, then you got your voice prompts. You can, English. Right now you got English and German as options. Hopefully, with updates they'll add more languages. But of course, you can use that for voice prompts. Then you got your equalizer. Now let's go and dive into here. Of course, you don't have a graphic equalizer, but you do have different variations. We're gonna put it on original for the sound test. But of course, you got bass boost, you got warm, you got smooth treble, V shape, which is close to what I like to use personally. Then you got speech, and then of course you got brilliance. So, but right now we're gonna put it on original, because when we do the sound test, we don't want the EQ to have any play in it at all. We want to see how they come naturally, how they sound naturally. Okay, so moving on, you can do a factory reset. Then of course you got your software version revision, and then of course all your more information and everything on your earbuds there. And of course, every now he got your statistics, uptime, playback time, phone time, etc., etc. Then of course, if you see at the bottom here, you got your Y, the logo. If you tap on that, it will take you to the options where you can shop. You can go to their Facebook page. You can contact them, frequently ask questions. And then of course, you got privacy policy and an imprint. Then of course, if you go over to the other side, this is where the hand is. This is where you can, this is basically your touch controls. All right. You can go in, and these cannot be edited from my understanding, but this is basically a cheat sheet on how to use the touch controls. All right. It'll tell you exactly what you can do with those. Or then if you want the manual online version, you can go ahead and tap on that and then get the manual, the online manual, where you can download it and look through it yourself. Right now, everything seems to be okay, but basically, that's what you have. You cannot, like I said, you cannot. Let me see. Nope, you can't even change them. You can't. So everything's set, and that is basically it for this for the FreeBYRD app. It's very simplistic. You have basically what you need. Only thing you don't have on here is a graphic equalizer where you can make fine adjustments that you want. Hopefully, in an upcoming update, they will give you that functionality, as well as multi-point pairing. All right. So what we're going to do next is we'll go ahead and do a mic test for both of these earbuds. So stay strapped in. This is a mic test with the Sony WF-1000XM4s in a semi-quiet location. This is a mic test with the Sony WF-1000XM4s in a semi-quiet location. This is a mic test with the Sony WF-1000XM4s in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Sony WF-1000XM4s in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Beyerdynamics Free BYRDs in a semi-quiet location. This is a mic test with the Beyerdynamic Free BYRDs in a semi-quiet location. This is a mic test with the Beyerdynamic Free BYRDs in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Beyerdynamic Free BYRD in a crowded location. All right, we're back in for the sound test. I have the XM4s already paired up, so let's go ahead and jump into some music. Oops, that's not it. Let's go ahead and jump in. Let's see, we're gonna do Lenny Kravitz again. I just love the sound separation and all the instruments in that. Let's see how the XM4s hold up. We got them at max volume. So let's go. Wait a minute. Had to turn speaker chat off. All right. You got a good volume level, but the good vocals could be cleaner. You get that spacious audio, but the separation could be cleaner. But you definitely get good sound, good bass. All right. Okay. It sounds a little just I guess a slight muffle to it. It has a slight muffle to their sound, but you do get a nice volume level. It's it does have like a sort of a balance, but the separation could be cleaner. The vocals could be cleaner. So with that being said, in that genre, let's go ahead and we're going to actually I messed up here. We're gonna go ahead and jump into let's go to Run's house. We're gonna do Run's house on this one. We're still at max volume. Here we go. Oh yeah. Same thing. Vocals could be cleaner. You still got that, of course, obviously that volume's good, but man, the bass is incredible. Yes. That's just definitely that bass. It definitely hits. The vocals are good, but they could be cleaner, a little bit more crisp. Again, it could be a little more crisp. The vocals, the sound could be cleaner. You got that slight muffle. It sounds like a slight muffle to it, but that bass, that bass hits all the time. All right, so what we want to do, we're going to go ahead and get these swapped out. We're going to put the free birds in, and we'll go through the sound test there. So stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. As you can see, I got the free birds all paired up. So let's go ahead and jump in to our first song. We got Lenny. We are at max volume. Let's get it. Already, much louder than the XM4s. Bass is there, very balanced. Separation. Okay. Vocals out the box, much crisper. Sound is cleaner. Got that spacious audio, just like the XM4s. Got where everything's around you. Just Just a great sound, man. It's a great sound. Okay. Great sound. Cleaner vocals, cleaner sound um, than the XM4s. It doesn't have that slightly muffled sound to it. Bass is on par with the XM4s in that genre. We're gonna go ahead and go to Run's house and see for sure. All right, so let's go ahead and do that right now. All right, we're at max volume. Let's get into Run's house. Here we go. Oh, it's right on level with the Sonys. Incredible. Again, vocals are cleaner, sound is cleaner. Incredible. Okay. Again, very clean sound. Vocals are very crisp. The bass is right on par with the XM4s. Uh, it's just it. It's just a good sound. You know what? I'm gonna back that up. I'll give the XM4s the nod on the bass side. They're up there with them, but I will still give it to them on the give it to the XM4s. It's a little warmer. It's a more deep. It's a more of a deeper bass if you want to really nitpick. But if I had to give it to them, if I had to give that category to someone, I would give it to them. But they're right there. They are right there. These are excellent sounding earbuds. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get this all cleaned up, and then I'm gonna come back with my final thoughts. So stay strapped in. All right, we're back in with my final thoughts, and I have to say, this battle lived is what I expected out of them. Both have great bass. Uh, I would though, however, I will give it to the Freebirds as far as overall volume and overall sound quality. The vocals and instrumentals are much more cleaner and crisper on the Freebirds than they are on the Sony XM4s. The bass, they are like 1A, but I'm gonna have to give the nod to the XM4s on the bass for that. Uh, uh, it was more deeper, although the bass does hit with the Freebirds. It's a little bit more deeper on the Sonys, so I'll give them that on that one. Um, Other than that, and the battery life, these guys is all I know is my next top five is going to be tough because I got these two, and these are just starting this Gauntlet series, and I got what 3, 4 other ones lined up. This is going to be a great series here, but uh, I will have to give it to um I have to get a nod to ah ah okay I guess I'm gonna have to go. Shoot, I'm gonna have to go with the the Freebirds. Let's if we pick it apart. You get better battery life on the earbuds. You get uh I would say the quick charge times. I would say they negate each other. So you got the battery life on the earbuds and the case. You've got um not they don't either have multi-point, but they that handoff feature or the switching feature that the Freebirds have is way better. It's better than um than the Sonys have, where you literally have to disconnect from one and then connect to the other one. Where this one is, as long as it's paired, you can just switch between. That feature, I will have to give the nod to that. Um, and just your overall volume and sound quality, I definitely have to give the win to the Freebirds. They just sound phenomenal. No, not taking anything away from my Sonys. Uh, they sound great. It's just that the vocals could be a little bit more crisper. Um, and I these are still one of my favorite earbuds. I mean, I got ones that are better than them, but I don't know. I just love wearing these. I put them in and they feel good, and I can go all day. And it's just, if they just need to put multi-point on these ones. Actually, they need to put multi-point on both of these. Um, but they'll be so much better. But like I said, my theory is since they released the XM5 headphones, they probably won't give multi-point to the XM4 series until the XM5 heads earbuds come out, and then a software update will come for these guys. So, uh, but that's my theory, and I'm going off track here. So again, I had to give the nod to the Beyerdynamic Freebirds on this one. A great competition. Uh, just a great overall head-to-head here. Um, and then I guess that's it for this one. I just feel like I'm forgetting to tell you guys anything, but I think I've got everything covered. If you like what you saw, go ahead and hit the like button at there on the page. If you want to stick around, you want to join the team and see the rest of the Gauntlet series I have for for the Freebirds, as well as an upcoming Gauntlet series I got going on for another set of earbuds. Go ahead and hit subscribe here on the page, and then hit the notification button so that way you're notified when these videos are dropped. Also, you can hit me up on Twitter and Instagram at Ron on Tech. Go ahead and follow me there, because I do put out information as to let you know when videos if videos are coming soon, so you guys can tune in. All right. Again, I thank you guys for coming out and hollering at your boy, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.